camera recording?
Yeah, we're all ready.
Excellent. All right,
Yeah.
let's set up the shot then.
Yeah, no, we're okay.
Let's
It's all.
sit on the mic cord.
Well, where's it gonna go?
Over here?
Above me? This is ridiculous.
Well, you want to switch mics?
No, it's fine. Then the other one would go above me.
Your flies undone.
No, it's not. You can't even tell.
You want to put your foot away?
I
Get under
got-
the blanket?
I probably should. For the nice people
Come on,
at
man.
home.
Yeah, it's cold.
What? It's cold in here?
Yeah.
It is not cold in
I
here.
know, but they can't fucking tell.
All right, relax.
We can just pretend it's
well,
cold.
they can tell you're lying.
All right, put.
You're not
we
a
got
good liar.
Set it up.
Ow, you just hit me,
No,
dude.
I didn't.
Is this what being in bed with you is like?
No.
Yes, it
Kinda.
is.
I do accidentally hit them sometimes.
Accidentally.
Put the blanket over you.
What is you are so controlling. you're
I want it
you
to look good.
Dominate the bed.
You're getting too comfortable. This is a film
what?
set.
Shut up.
All right, now we're starting the podcast.
All right, now we can start the podcast.
Hi, welcome to the JeanJax podcast.
Yeah.
Me and
welcome
Christoph
to
finally hooked up. We turned the
did
camera
what
off.
everyone said we actually do.
Yeah, well, we already do.
Yeah, already do. God damn it.
No, we just didn't have the green screen and
We thought, you know what? If we don't have the green screen.
let's have a new name for the podcast, Between the Sheets.
Yeah, I was going to call it the This Was Joe's Idea podcast.
No, it's an idea I presented to you and you said, "Man, that's funny. I want to do that."
Yeah, as in, that's funny.
That's
Yeah.
funny that you would think
We'll do that.
We would do that.
That's a funny
Well,
idea.
now we're here, and
Yeah.
I'm comfortable.
I'm pretty comfortable. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I wish I wasn't wearing a sweater because it's a little toasty, but it'll be all right.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what I mean? I turned the AC off for sound reasons. Kind of wish I hadn't,
Yeah.
but it's all the same.
All right. So where do you want to start? Do you want to talk about our dreams again?
Yeah, sure. You can talk about your dream.
I already said it to you, but I could describe it again. It was where I had.
I'm going to try to interpret it like a
Yeah,
psychoanalytical person.
The first dream was where I was in
Mhm.
the It's Always Sunny bar with Mac and Charlie and Gilbert Godfrey,
Yeah.
and there was a device where you pull it and it pours out baked beans like a
Yeah.
spout.
It's like semen.
No, like a water spout.
Visual metaphor for semen, though. Beans.
No, actually, I think
It's actually a common.
it's a squirting pussy.
Freud actually.
Yeah.
Freud actually identified that as one of the common dream symbols.
And so then we would pour baked beans into like coffee mugs, and
Yeah.
and at one point Mac poured baked. These are the actors, it's not
Yeah.
the characters. He poured baked beans on me
Why is that an important distinction?
just because they're.
I don't want
different.
anyone thinking I dreamed about the characters.
Well,
I'm
no,
not a
because
huge nerd.
the characters are way different than the people. Like
All right,
I'm
all right.
saying next to famous actor Charlie Day, not
Yeah, not
you know,
Charlie,
janitor, yeah.
whatever.
but yeah. And then he poured the baked beans on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to pour baked beans on him, so I got the spout and I tried pouring it into my mug, but it just sprayed all over me, and I got covered in baked beans. And
Yeah.
it was like an explosion of laughter. They just like kept
Yeah.
being like, "Yo, you fucking you suck, bro." They were like laughing at me
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
And then Gilbert Godfrey comes up to me, and he lays down, and I think he's gonna say, "You fucking idiot! However it get.
You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And then, but instead, he says the N-word over and over again. And it was so funny that I woke up. It was just such an amazing Mr.
Yeah, I mean, damn, dude.
Just in Gilbert Godfrey's voice, just N-word, N-word, N-word. Yeah.
I feel like he would say it slow, like he'd put some spice on it. You know,
Some stank.
some stank on it for
Yeah.
sure. That's a pretty good dream, though, for sure.
What do you think it means?
Well, okay, so you're at the bar, and you're with these famous people, right? And you're
Mhm.
all drinking baked beans together,
And they're laughing at me.
and they poured the baked beans on you, right?
Yeah.
So they're sort of pointing out that you don't belong. So they're
Well,
tagging
no,
you.
I forgot. I didn't mention this detail because I didn't think it was important.
You
But
made
there
love
was
to
one
Charlie
point where
Day.
the Rob McElroy or whatever his name is
Yeah.
poured baked beans on himself to kind of let me know, like, haha,
okay.
we all got baked beans on
Oh,
ourselves.
okay. Well, that does make it different. My first thought was that you're an outsider.
Mhm.
You're
He wanted to make it
pariah.
seem like that we were laughing together.
okay. Yeah, I have no idea what
Mm.
that, any of that means.
What was yours again?
Mine's like I was just with my old coworkers in front of like some building or something, like a busy sidewalk, like in New York City, and then I was making public love with some girl, and all my coworkers didn't really seem to care or notice, and then later I made like an inappropriate joke about cutting yourself, and my boss was like, "You shouldn't make those kind of jokes."
That one's a pretty obvious parallel to
what?
to real life.
How is that a pretty obvious
Not
parallel?
but where I can see there's a clear anxiety there
Oh yeah, about making
that's being
off-color
expressed.
comments.
You know, really
Yeah.
truly exposing your sense of humor to people that are not your your comedic audience.
Yes.
People you have to exist with. That's like when I told my coworker about my one ball, and he was just like grossed out, and I'm like, oh, maybe some people are just serious adults, and
right, they can't talk about these things.
Yeah,
but is that being a serious adult? Part of me thinks that's like, oh, you're actually almost childish for not being able to speak about this.
Maybe, I don't know. I was just,
or they just treat everything with reverence like that. I'm just like, it's almost, maybe it's not. Maybe I got it backwards.
I don't know. I just was in there yesterday. I was like, kind of in like, I was upstairs at work in like a different room, and I was hearing that guy and another one of the head chefs talking. And, you know, it seems like they're like good friends, and they were talking about this stuff, but they sounded like just men. They were having this man conversation about like mortgages and like saying all these numbers about money and fucking mentioning their wives and stuff. And it was just this conversation where I'm like, they almost sounded cool, you know, talking, like saying all these like, oh, and then tell me about that roof, man, or like this and that.
Contractors really pulling a number.
Yeah, it was that kind of talk, and I'm just like, is that eventually is that just how you talk?
Yeah, I mean that's gonna occupy like a good amount of your brain.
And then everybody else is going through this shit, so you're like relating to them, like, oh, dude, don't even get me started on the realtor, like, you know, this and that.
Yeah, I mean it's like that thing where, I don't know, parents end up always just around other parents, and that's what you talk about. You're consumed.
Compare notes on kids and stuff.
Yeah, on children, and it's like, and then, you know, people like hang out with like bachelors who are like 40, you know, who have been parents for 20 years or whatever, and they just look at this guy and they're like, I can't even speak.
You have
to you.
no
idea. I don't even know. You know, I swear I've heard my parents talk about people like that, and they're just like, I don't know what to speak
people
about.
Who don't have kids,
or people who just like don't have
married.
or something like that. They aren't married. They don't have kids. I know it's a Louis bit for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird to, I mean, I guess it's like people around my age, there's like certain things we can kind of relate on that we always, you know, like fucking dating and sex and stuff that we're like.
Dating, sex, drugs.
Oh, dude, when a girl does, oh, yes, drugs, dude. Yeah, I guess it's like at various stages of your life, that's why it's so easy to communicate with people your age, is because you're just essentially just relating to each other.
Somewhat interested in the same things. The Venn diagram of interest is just, there's more.
It goes with younger people, too, where I would go to Thanksgiving or whatever, and I was like, you know, 13 or 9 or, you know, especially the younger ages.
Yeah.
And my cousins who are all like, you know, 15 years older than me, you know, they're like about to have a kid, and they're just like, I don't even know what to say to you. Yeah. It's like, I don't know what questions to ask. And also, there's part of it that's like, any question I ask a 9-year-old, I'm not interested. I don't really care.
Right,
you know?
right. You're just being nice to a 9-year-old. Yeah.
But
I think you can kind of get there, though. You can like meet a child halfway, you know, in its little world.
That's the pact I made with myself, honestly.
What?
Was that my little cousins that are getting born now, like their kids, I'm like, I'm not gonna condescend. when I was 9, at least that's what I was thinking, is like,
I remember
when I'm their age, bro, I'm gonna be so nice to the little kids or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna be nice and stuff, but I don't know, there's part of me always wanted to do that, like if I have a baby, just be like, I'm changing you. Like, just speaking to a baby, like, not like, I'm going to put on your diaper. Like, I'm just going to be like, here, this is yours. And it's probably going to grow up with some sort of awful, depressive, like.
How's your day going? Oh, yeah, goo goo gaga? Yeah. You're stupid, you know?
You don't even know any words yet.
Yeah. Oh, why? I don't even like you. We're not friends. We don't have anything in common.
Yeah. The baby's like, mama. And I'm like, yeah, you got another million words to learn. Yeah. I'm not impressed by mama. Just treat them like they're 24 years old. Yeah. When are you going to get a job? You need to get out this fucking house.
You're like a beached whale. You can't even fucking walk yet.
Just a blob that I throw money at. I have such deep resentment for you.
I watched you shit your pants
and you just,
for a year straight.
You laughed. You have laughed while being covered in your own diarrhea. You're an idiot.
If one of my friends did that, I'd think he was so fucking weird.
I would not. They wouldn't be my friend anymore. Yeah. I'm just letting you know.
You're not gonna get any pussy like that.
I love you. What are you gonna? Have you decided on names for your children?
Yeah, I want stupid names.
What, like Ezekiel or something like wonky?
Worse. Yeah, like Casper.
That's not that stupid,
I
dude.
think Casper's a cool ass name, bro. Casper
Casper's
Jax.
well, yeah, but the thing about Casper is the inevitable comparison to Ghost.
Yeah, I guess. But you got that, with
That's
fucking...
like naming a kid like Scooby. It's like, what do you...
No, Casper's a strong name.
Casper's like an interesting... That would... Well, how funny it would be if your first kid died. Their name Casper. You were like, no, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
I'd feel responsible.
I'd be like, wait, I kind of asked for this.
Yeah, I kind of called this one before it happened.
Yeah.
That would stink, dude.
No, that'd be pretty good.
Casper, I don't know, dude. I think it would be a great name if there wasn't a popular cartoon about a ghost.
I guess. I mean, maybe... I don't know. I think it's it's like a unique name.
It is a unique name, but it's also common
I'm trying to think
enough.
of another like Casper type where the only person named... I guess it would be like naming a kid Garfield or something, but like...
Well, that's like a last name.
Yeah, or like... I can't think of any other characters,
Yeah.
but yeah, you know what I mean. It's like... I don't know, Chester.
Chester.
No, Chester's a bad name.
Chester the Molester.
For a girl, it would be Cecilia.
Cecilia?
CC for short.
CC, that's pretty good.
I like those names.
That's a good one.
And if my wife disagrees on either of them, it was never going to work out. in the
Yeah,
first
you
place.
were divorced.
Yeah, I'm saying that now.
What if your wife wanted like some wild ass name?
Like
Moon-
retard.
No. Like Moonbeam.
Ew. Yeah, I mean,
Spirit Soul.
knowing myself, my future wife would probably.
Yeah, right?
come
I
up
could
with some bullshit
definitely
like that.
imagine that, dude. Your wife's like braiding her armpit hair and she's like, Joe, what do you think about naming our kid Soul Surfer? We can call her Double S.
Yeah. What do you think about naming our kid the Silver Surfer?
What do you think about naming our kid the specks of dust that you can see on a windowsill?
That's fucking Kevin Smith's wife. What she had to endure, where he goes, "What about Harley Quinn Smith?"
Oh no!
You know that's her real name, right?
Oh no!
Yeah, she's like in stuff now. She's like an actress, and her name is Harley Quinn
Does
Smith.
she put her name as Harley Quinn Smith
Yes.
on credits?
Yeah,
Not Harley Smith.
it's Harley Quinn Smith. I don't know if it's her middle name or whatever, but yeah, that is Kevin Smith's daughter.
Why would you? Isn't Harley Quinn is a
I know.
insane woman who's
And she's my age, so this was 22 years
so
ago.
you could definitely go out with her, go on.
I don't want to, bro. She's weird. She's on veganism and shit. She would hate me.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I mean,
you have a totally have a
I don't
chance.
think she's very attractive or anything. Maybe we should cut this. We're talking about
Kev's gonna see
yeah,
it.
Kev's
dude.
gonna Kev.
Kev's
I'm
gonna see
just
it.
Josh and Kev. I love you. But that's the thing is, I would only date her because she's Kevin Smith's daughter.
Okay.
We would be having sex, and she'd be like, "Oh my god," and I'd be like, "Yes, yes." Oh, Kevin. She'd be like, "What?" I'd be like, "Nothing, Harley."
Yeah, you're just doing fucking J lines or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I'd be like, I'm gonna smoke some weed, get some pussy.
Yeah. She's like, oh god damn it.
If you had a famous dad, you'd probably meet a lot of people
I do
who are
have a famous
fanboys.
dad.
Who?
Claude Jean.
Claude's
Jean's
a good name. You should name your kid Claude.
Jean's air conditioning and refrigeration. Never heard of it?
No.
Claude, my father hates his name, but I think his name's pretty cool.
It is cool. You should name your kid Claude.
His name is Claude Yves.
Is that the most
Claude.
French name ever?
Claude Yves. It's
Claude
pretty
Jean?
French, and it's like hyphenated. Claude Yves Jean.
Yeah.
That's like a French thing. They hyphenate it. It would be like Jean-Luc, or it would be like
Yeah, I mean, I'm Jacques.
Yeah, you're Jacques.
Jacques, yeah. It's a
That's
fucking
one name.
dumbass
Don't try
name,
to
bro.
fucking.
I'm just saying.
Don't try to claim French, dude.
I'm sorry.
What percent are you? Do you know? Is your
Friends?
father?
No, I want to take the Ancestry.com thing.
Why?
Just give just so the government has a sample
Of your-
of
of
my
your
DNA.
DNA.
Yeah.
Of your freaking DNA, dude.
I was having the thought on the way here. Actually, it did pop into
That's
my mind of
crazy.
what if I can't have kids someday? Would I be upset? Would that ruin my entire I have this idea that someday I'm gonna get old and I'm gonna be a father, and that's such a clear image in my mind. That would suck so much. If
It would be a thing
kids.
to mourn, but you would get over it, and you can also
Adopt. That's what I was thinking about.
adopt, or maybe by then they'll be like, yeah, we can just take genes from your bone marrow and clone it or something.
Dude, would you raise a clone of yourself?
I mean, if I had to,
No, if
my options were don't
Yeah.
have children in any capacity, you can't adopt. The only way you can have a kid is if you have a clone of yourself.
Yeah. Or like your wife talked you into it. Like I want to keep it genetic or whatever.
What? Why would my wife?
I'm
I'd be
just
like, what is
saying.
wrong with my wife?
All right. So yes, those are the only
want
options.
a little you running around. I want to manipulate both of
Yeah,
you.
you're getting a little old.
Yeah.
What'd you look like when you were 20? Fat.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
So yeah, if that was your only option, would you do it?
I don't think so.
You don't want to raise a little version of yourself?
No.
Go see all your phases and all of your like.
I mean, I wouldn't be identical. I'd be very different.
How?
Because nurture.
Yeah, I guess.
Because all the aspects of nurturing, you know. I just
Yeah.
make myself.
What would you
a-
make sure to
a
avoid?
Chad swag daddy.
Well, if you could go and be like, well, what am I gonna make sure this kid doesn't do or get into or?
I just when he's a baby, I go, "You're not gay. You're not gay. You're not gay. You're not gay. You're not gay. Stop thinking you might be gay. Stop thinking you might be gay."
That makes him gay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
Yeah. Would you make it work out?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I wouldn't.
Don't be fat. Don't be fat.
I would just probably. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'd change too much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't like.
Well, yeah. I guess you're fine now. You'd be proud
Yeah,
of yourself, right?
Sure. If I was like 13 and I looked how I'm doing now, I'd be like, it's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't bad.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd probably be like, whoa, that's crazy, dude.
That is way better than I
That's
expected.
way better, dude. Are you
Yeah.
not fat right now? Are you not fat right now?
You've
dude?
had sex
Oh
with
my,
a woman?
Are you kidding me? You are crushing it, bro.
You Bert Kreischer shared your
Yeah, yeah. And he'd be like, who the fuck's Bert Kreischer?
Yeah,
I'm like, in
you're a
like
huge-
5 years, you'll learn about him.
and you won't think he's that great.
No.
No, you think he is
No.
great. Please take Christoph on tour, Bert, if you're watching this.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, I'd be about the same. I think when I was in 5th grade, I used to just have a hard time of it, and I think if I got to see what I like how I turned out now, I'd be like, yeah, way better than I thought.
Yeah, yeah. No, it'd definitely be a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I'd be like, you're not a complete loser. That's crazy.
Right, yeah. No, I'd be like, damn, dude. College was actually a somewhat positive experience. You actually are interested in something. That would blow my mind.
Just the
Whoa,
fact
you're
that
way into something, dude? I thought you would just never have any interest.
you were
Like,
just a block of wood before.
I mean, I had interest, but they're like fleeting, or they were like, I'd be like into them. I was like very fickle. I'd be super into something for like 2 months and then just let it go.
You think you had a solid personality?
I mean, I was just very insecure, like timid or socially anxious.
So you were like a loser, like.
No, you're a loser, actually.
If I met you, I would be like, yo, this guy's cool, or I'd be like, yo.
You'd be like, you would go optically and, just look at me and be like, kind of seems like a loser. And then you get to know me a little bit and he's still kind of a loser, but he's a lot cooler than I expected him to be.
Yeah, I bet we'd be friends if we went to high school together.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you're what, 3 years my junior?
4.
You're 22.
Yeah, when you turn 25.
25.
When you turn 26.
In March.
March, April, May. I don't know.
No,
Oh, so I guess it is 3 years. That's less than
it's
I
three
thought.
and
I
a-
thought
it's
you
like
were
three
fucking.
and-
I thought
three
you were
and a
my
half.
dad for.
Yeah, I am your dad because I effed your mom.
Shut up, no, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You little frigger.
I was 3.5 years old and I effed your mom. Then you came out and I
do you,
split.
Do you remember meeting me?
For the first time? Yes.
What did you think?
I really thought like, oh, it's just another young kid who's gonna try stand up and quit.
Yeah, as what Mark said.
Yeah.
Mark was like, "Yeah, we won't see you in 2 weeks."
Yeah. No, we could never see you again. It's very, very possible.
And then I remember, the one interaction I remember from you was you saying you did DMT and me going like, "What? Really? What was it like, dude?"
I'd be like, I don't want to talk about
And you were like a Silver Surfer, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, and then I was like, fucking. And then I didn't see you again for a long time.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
avoiding you.
No, you started giving me rides with me
you
and
started riding my dick.
Mike
Almanzar,
Mike Almanzar.
the
Yeah,
boy, dude. Rest in peace.
yeah,
He's not dead.
I miss
He's
him.
in New York City.
He
now.
got too fat. He exploded.
Yeah, dude, he got a little fat.
He's in New York.
Yeah, he moved to New York City like 2 days ago.
What?
Yeah, dude, he's just like, dude, the Chinese food here rules.
Of course, that's the first.
That was
thing
like
he
the
said.
first thing he texted about. Dude, Chinese food is awesome here. I'm like, hell yeah, bro.
Is he doing comedy up there?
I think he did like 1 open mic, 2 open mics.
Damn,
I heard he did pretty good,
dude, hell yeah.
so that's cool.
Dude, New York.
Yeah, dude.
Is that where,
Mike's gonna
is that
take
where
it
you're
by
leaning
storm.
toward?
Or Austin, I don't know. I'm going there soon. Check out my Instagram for dates. No, I'm not booked anywhere yet. So if you're watching this and you're an Austin person, hit me up.
Book Christoph. You got
Yeah.
his shit shared.
I went to I'm famous. I'm a famous person.
Is that the
Yeah.
plan, fame?
I mean, what do you mean plan? It's already arrived, baby.
15-second pod.
Me and Bert.
Sorry, you and Birdie
Me
baby.
and Birdie boy, dude.
Yeah.
Nah, shouts out to
Have
Bert
you
Kreischer.
do you have daydreams about what would you say on the Joe Rogan Experience?
Yeah, of course. All right, you want to do it? I'll be Joe.
Okay. Wait, I'm me or I'm you?
No, I'm Joe Jackson. No,
You're-
Joe Jackson. Joe,
You
fuck, you're Joe Jax.
idiot, yeah.
You are Joe Jax. I'm Joe Rogan. I put
Okay.
Rogan and Jax together and make Joe
Yeah.
Jackson, dude. I'm Joe Jackson. I just beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, I'm bald and and also a fucking loser.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let me sit up. Joe Jax. Joe Jax, good to have you here.
What's up, Joe? I'm a huge fan. It's been a long time coming, a big dream of mine to be on the show.
Cool.
Is that how you reacted?
Yeah.
This is like the third person that came in
of course,
today.
buddy. It probably went like, yeah, of course,
Yeah.
buddy. So, how long you time for?
I'm just for a couple days, promoting the puppet show on
The
Adult
puppet
Swim.
show. Yeah, I watched the puppet show. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's kind of one of those artsy things that's not for me,
Yeah,
But I'm sure someone might like it. Chicks,
Yeah, yeah.
Chicks probably like it a lot, right?
Yeah, I get. Listen, we could talk about that, or we could talk about why do trans people want to be athletes?
Jamie, could you look up how big this guy's cock is? 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's huge. Because he's awesome. Because I love this guy.
3 hours of just like, it's like they're breaking records. I don't think young people should transition. That's the joke.
A chimp transitioned once into a different kind of chimp.
Did I send you that video of Joe Rogan and Jamie's relationship in 3 seconds?
No.
It's just Joe Rogan going like, no, and Jamie going, yeah, no, yeah, no. Well, that makes sense. That's the whole thing.
That's pretty much it, dude. All right, can you be Joe Rogan now?
Yeah.
All right, you ready to go?
All right, Christoph. Yeah, Bird introduced us to earlier today. I know it's real nice to meet you. I saw your set at Bazilli's or whatever gay shit we perform at.
Bazilli's, yeah.
Yeah, whatever gay club I came up with. It was good, man.
Thanks.
You're solid work. That's what I think is people should just be allowed to be funny.
Yeah,
people should just be allowed to just say horrible stuff as a joke. And I think we're losing that.
Right. I mean, I think what I say is true. And it resonates with people.
So that thing you said about how you
And
think
then-
autistic people shall kill themselves, that was true?
Yeah, you don't think that?
That joke you have about molesting your father, that was a true story? You grabbed
I did molest
you grabbed
my
his
father.
dick and balls?
Yes, I did.
You do have herpes? That wasn't a joke?
No, that's a joke. That one's a joke. That one's not true. Actually, you have herpes, Joe Rogan.
No, I actually don't have herpes, but trans people.
Statistically, they all have herpes. No, there's nothing wrong with being trans or having herpes.
No,
or
I'm not-
both.
Yeah. That was Joe Rogan talking. That obviously
Yeah.
that was a bit about how Joe Rogan cares way too much
I
about
just
trans
thought it was
issues.
a horrible joke.
Go ahead. I'm still Joe Rogan. We should be able to joke about things that are fucked up.
Yeah. Well, being trans and you got it. Being trans and herpes are pretty similar, Because I really wish there was a cure.
Fucking nice.
All right, we'll cut that there.
That was a good. No, that was a good joke. That is
That's an example of
That is
saying the worst thing possible and
we
not
should fucking
meaning.
put up the Sean podcast, bro.
Oh my god!
Just in its
dude.
entirety.
Oh,
Who gives
no.
a fuck, bro? All this sensitivities, it's a
Nah,
fad.
dude, it's so not worth it. I posted something on Instagram I thought was like not a big deal and might like. I mean, I thought when I posted it, like this might get some backlash.
Was it the joke? Was it the?
Yeah, it's like my condom joke, and I thought it would get like, ooh, spicy, like ooh, he's crazy, like that. Most of that, like, or people being like maybe weirdly defensive about it, completely you know what I mean, like no one asked you to argue for this,
Yeah.
like someone will post
Like as in they're like too defensive of you.
yeah, like they're instantly just like free speech,
Yeah, where it's like this political disagreement where they're
And
just
it's like the joke was about condoms.
yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
you saw
they're,
that.
They're just like, listen, it's the same shit where they go like, hey man, that was a really funny joke. I fucking love Trump, bro.
Yeah. It'll be like, yeah, and these libtards are trying to take away my guns, and I'm like, this video was about like how VHS tapes they sounded funny when you were.
No, you're a martyr for dark humor, man.
Yeah,
I have a
yeah,
real
yes.
dark sense of humor.
I'm a real
dude.
dork.
Yeah.
I'm really dark.
Yeah.
I have a real dark sense of humor, dude. I talk about dead babies all the time, bro.
Yeah. Dude, I have such a dark sense of humor, man. N-word.
I have such a dark sense of humor. Suicide.
Yeah. Dude, trans people should kill themselves.
Yeah. Relax.
That's me making fun of those people.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway.
I think they're wrong. I like trans people. I do. Anyway, I don't know who we're talking to. That's so funny that
we're like lawyering up
yeah,
for
that's
someone
so,
that's
it's
not
so
even
funny
real.
that we have so many conversations together.
We're fucking Don Quixote over here.
The moment the camera comes on, we have to go like, by the way, a bunch of people who aren't in the room with us.
Caveat.
Yeah. Just so we're 100% clear, this is a joke.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're swinging at windmills here, dude.
Yeah. This is fucking. I don't know.
You ever read that?
I just I'm swinging at windmills.
Yeah, Don Quixote.
No.
It's pretty good. It's
You've been over here trying to make this reference for a couple tries,
Quixote,
and I
dude.
totally missed it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Not well read.
Yeah.
It's about a guy. He's like, his name's Don Quixote.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not his real name. His real
You
name
just
is
read the title. You didn't even, it's about a guy named Don Quixote.
and it's spelled with an X, which is kind of weird.
Kiss. I don't know how you would. Go ahead.
Yeah, Quixote.
Yeah.
But he's like a normal guy. He's like a totally normal guy. But one day he just decides he's a knight. And he's like, my name's not Stevie anymore. It's Don Quixote.
That's cute.
I'm going to go. This is my loyal steed. And it's just like a donkey that he rides around on. And he's like, I'm going to go. I forgot what he thinks he's fighting, like a dragon or something. But he's just like swinging at a windmill. He's like,
What a badass. He's got the imagination of a boy.
There's some fable to it. I don't remember what the point of the book was, but I remember thinking it was funny.
I didn't know it was a comedy.
Is
Don Quixote a comedy?
Yeah, it's a comedy.
Oh, I thought it was a fucking actual like story. Like
Comedies are stories.
Oh, I mean, I don't know, silly. There's no such thing as a funny story.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, I know.
You know what's a funny story? Your face. Oh,
Yeah.
me and Ross were doing this bit yesterday where I forgot what it was, but I tried to like do some joke and I just messed up slightly. And I was like, almost. And then Ross would be like, close enough.
That's cute.
Halfway. Instead of Kobe.
Yeah. No, that's cute. That's
Yeah, it was
a
a
nice
fun
little
one.
relationship you guys have.
Yeah, we're cute together, dude. You should see it.
Yeah, I had a point
You're
about
so
it.
jealous.
No, I'm not.
You're jealous.
I'll never be like Ross, dude. He's so much older than me.
Yeah, you'll never be like him. You're right.
He's married and shit.
He's
gonna be.
fianced,
Yeah.
engaged.
You think that's gonna last?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Between you and me. No. Nah, I think it will.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I sent you that song and you were like, yeah, I really relate.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, my roommates are in love, and it gives me hope that I can also.
Well, no, it's like, or maybe it's just a lottery, and
Yeah.
and I'll just play again, and then maybe you'll be in love and whatever.
Yeah, I was asking Olivia about. She was like, everyone has their person. I was like, do they?
Do you think so?
She's like, well, maybe not everyone.
Maybe not you.
Maybe not people in this car right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, she was like, yeah, pretty much. I think most people, if you're reasonably healthy.
Yeah, if you're reasonably healthy and have like a decent personality.
Yeah, if you're pretty much normal, then I think you're fine.
That's the thing with the incel type though, is like I really don't think if you're an incel type dude, I don't think the answer is really like go to the gym and like, you know, put yourself out there and fucking find a hobby or something.
What is it? It's jump off a bridge.
Well,
Suck
I don't
on
know
an
if it's
exhaust
jump off
pipe.
a bridge or do anything like that, but I think it's more just, yeah, it's a tragic thing of just, yeah, I think if you have a bad personality, you're kind of fucked.
Nah, dude.
You can't really improve. Well, you can do things
that's
to
not
improve your
true.
personality.
That's not true.
I don't know.
You
I'm
never
just
had
talking.
you never had a bad personality for a while?
I mean, I think it's
Your personality stinks now.
I'm go.
You
Right.
stink.
I'm not talking about you.
You don't get
dog.
any pussy.
Why are you getting defensive? And I'm talking about extreme examples. It made me think of this where I'm thinking of like when I was reading the Elliot Rodger manifesto.
Yeah, it's
and
good.
I'm like, for him, there was really nothing he could do. He just had a bad brain. He just had a bad personality.
Nah, dude. I think under the right medical supervision.
He tried really hard. His parents
he
got
went to
him like
therapy
a
and he's-
personality coach to like hang out with
Well,
him.
that sounds like that sounds bad.
I don't know what he got
Was
checked
he
out
like-
by.
He's like, just just put on some shades, man.
That's kind of how it was described.
Come on, dribble the ball between your legs.
It was like an older brother figure kind of thing.
Dude,
but
dude. He should have gone to like serious psychotherapy and been medicated on something.
I don't know if that would have improved his personality.
I don't know. Maybe if you're like,
I think if you want to go to a party and talk to a girl and be cool and make friends, you can't just be a selfish, narcissistic person.
Well, sometimes.
Well,
There's
I
the
mean like
gregarious,
real
not
narcissism.
Yeah, the outgoing narcissist. That's a thing.
Yeah, or I guess vulnerable narcissist is what I'm talking about. Just this whole like everyone else, I don't have empathy for other people and I'm the most important. And his was so extreme. It was like I am God, but it doesn't have to be that. I'm just saying like, you know, if you're like a complete loser, I definitely think you can.
Bro, how did Elliot Rodger think he was God?
He's the supreme gentleman.
What? No, he wasn't, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He was not very nice at all.
No.
He shot up those ladies.
He was the nicest. He was the
wasn't
nicest
even
boy.
Nice.
Yeah, no.
He was mean.
Those girls just didn't know what the fuck they were talking about.
Nah, dude. That's like a shocking lack of self-awareness, you know?
I mean, read it. Yes, it is crazy how unself-aware he is.
That's wild.
Do you know the major like sort of parts of his story?
I remember reading it a little bit and being like, it started. He's like, it was the first grade. Like it really.
No, he goes
back.
through his whole life. Yeah, and it's kind of well written. It's kind of like interesting.
He's fairly eloquent.
Well, because when he's a kid, it's kind of funny how kind of normal he is and how he had like a friendship with a girl, and then like the older he got, he just got like into World of Warcraft and completely socially isolated and completely alone and just jealous and just a piece of shit. Yeah. And there was one story that people kind of bring up as like the moment in his life that like was like a villain origin story where he went to a party and he wasn't talking to anybody, he was being weird, and then he sat on like a rail outside or something, and there was like other people that like came up by the rail and started sitting next to him, and he just immediately started making fun of them and insulting them and being like, you guys suck, this and that, like throwing shoes at them.
Elliot Rodger did
that? And then they pushed him off and he like rolled his ankle and like sprained it and then like limped home.
And he was like,
he's like, they
will pay. They will pay. My day of reckoning will come.
They shall face the judgment of 1,000 swords.
Yeah. You know, literally.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No,
I mean, it's not awesome.
It's hilarious.
But it's kind of awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like, he is a little twerp and you kind of want him. There's that or not even, I don't know if Schadenfreude, but it's that thing of like, he's like, yeah, just you kind of allowed to pick on him because he just sucks so bad. Yeah.
There's a lot of people like that where you kind of like terrible things happen to them and you don't feel bad at all.
Yeah,
a lot of it's their fault.
This might be a bad take to some degree, but the kids who, I think bullying is portrayed very strangely in films because it's usually like some kid who's not asking for it, just looking down at the floor, just getting shoved into something.
Yes.
Whereas normally it's kind of a weird kid and he's a little bit being weird and antagonistic to people and just doesn't get it.
Yes.
And then and I don't think it's good, but the bullies respond to that by like being confident and sort of being like, who the fuck is this kid?
Yeah.
What's he what? And then the kid is like, I mean, I've seen 1,000 videos of some kid like going up and trying to be tough, but he's just a nerd and he's like trying to stand up for himself. He's been preparing for this moment. And then the bullies are just kind of like very kind of coolly just being like, who the fuck is this? Like, and they're all laughing at him, and it's like it's never portrayed like that in films, but that's usually how I would see it in school.
No, that totally makes sense. Like, I'm trying to think of specific examples of that. Like when I was a kid, it was always like, I mean, there were some kids who just didn't really deserve it, I don't think, or clearly had like autism or had something going on, and they would do something that just made them stand out. But it wasn't necessarily. It's like, okay. I guess, it is kind of like, it's a kid who picks his boogers and eats them. It's like,
well, it's a kid who picks his boogers and eats them and then is like weird about it and like is like kind of he's not in a vacuum.
Explain how they deserve it again.
Not deserve it. I'm saying it's like,
oh yeah, it's there's no cause in movies. There's no like the cause and effect.
Well,
of bullying,
it's just. It's more like I think also they interpret everybody as kind of antagonistic toward them.
Right.
So they kind of are like weirdly just like aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm talking about specific examples. Like I remember there was one kid who had a yo-yo and it was like a real nice yo-yo and he was like playing with it. And And then like I went up to him because I was like into yo-yos for a second. I could do like a couple of tricks. I'm like, yo, you might like kind of see, like I was like interested in it.
Yeah.
And he was immediately had this air of like, no, fuck off, man. Like,
Get away from me.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm not gonna let you use my yo-yo. And I'm like, dude, I just want to play with it for like a second. And I think in his brain he was like, this guy just wants to fuck with me. But I'm like, no, I think yo-yos are cool. Like, you don't have to be a dick.
Nah, I was definitely the kid with the yo-yo. I can sympathize with that kid.
I'm not even saying it's unsympathetic. I'm saying there's a reason, because some people, there's a reason he thinks I would be fucking with him.
Yeah, I'm sure he was fucked with before.
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's what I wonder about, is that like, because when I was a kid, if I felt like I was about to get taken advantage of or bullied, I'd just go full like, what the fuck? Like I'd get so mad.
Yeah,
so quick.
yeah. I think that's part of it. And then the bully sees that and he's like, yeah, this fucking kid, bro, what a loser. But
I wasn't gonna back down, dude.
Yeah,
I was this true Sigma male.
I mean, I think the answer to bullying might be, to some degree, be nice, right? Is like just be like a friendly person.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if the kid's like, what you don't take my fucking yo-yo, like, okay, cool, don't worry about it. I don't need to play with yo-yo. It's fine.
Yeah.
But then that kid doesn't. I don't know. That kid was probably like poorly parented or something, and he can't share. Like, there's something wrong with him where he can't share.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not on the side of the bullies at all. I'm just sort of looking at it from the outside.
Oh, I just had a memory of me totally bullying a kid.
What is it?
There was this kid named Steven. I shouldn't.
Yeah, there's a kid named Steven North.
Steven. And we were on like a trip, like a field trip, and I was like poking him on the shoulder. I was just poking him and fucking with him.
Yeah,
I was
like,
like
kind of getting reactions.
Yeah, and he's
like he's a toy.
You know, he hit me with one of those.
Well, and then it's funny, and then you're like, he's being weird.
He's doing the thing. And then he goes, or his mom was like chaperoning. She goes, "Oh, Steve, is that a friend of yours?"
Oh.
And he goes, "No."
Oh man, what a sad memory.
Oh yeah, dude, he was heated, dude.
Oh man,
he was
Steven, I hope you're doing good, man. He's followed your whole career.
He was steaming, bro.
Yeah.
I remember his last name now. I'll Google him later.
No, I remember he's a huge Chad. He just fucks
maybe
super hard.
He was really large. I mean, he was kind of chunky, but he was also like taller than everyone too.
Yeah, I mean,
he could have grown.
I've
up
had
into
friends who've described
Goliath.
themselves in like high school and be like, "Yeah, I was a weirdo. I would just be by myself and I like hated everybody and was like fucking emo or whatever."
That's kind of where I was at too.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't really.
I've had friends.
Well, it's like I think there was the one kid in 8th grade where he was like a ginger kid.
Oh boy.
Way more weird than you whatever. I mean, he was like had some sort of social disability or something. Yeah. He was the type of kid who would like hiss at people.
Yeah.
And all that. And my friends in the class would kind of fuck with him.
Yeah.
But I was like nice. I was like made it a point to be nice to him.
Because you thought he was going to shoot up the school and you thought, I'm going to be the one who gets spared.
Well, no, but there was a micro version of that where at the last day of that class before the semester end, he had a bunch of brownies.
Yeah.
And I think it was like for another class, he was just keeping it to himself. And all my friends that would make fun of him would go and be like, yo, let me get a brownie. And he'd be like, nah, fuck off.
Nice.
And then I went up and I was like, yo, could I get one? He's like, you've been nice to me this whole year. And then he gave me a brownie.
Nice.
And I was like, it pays to be good.
Nice.
I mean, I was hoping I'd survive a shooting, but brownie's fine.
Brownie's better than surviving a shooting, dude.
No, if I survived a shooting, bro, I could be famous. I could go on TV and fucking
David
be a
Hogg, dude.
Political activist.
You could be the Hog.
Yeah.
Boss Hog.
Dude, there was an open mic incident recently. It wasn't an incident, but it was a very weird moment I had with somebody.
Yeah. I'm just checking the time. Let's see. What do you think we've done?
All right.
Yeah, we're at like 40.
All right, I'll tell the story.
We can wrap it up after this story.
And then, well, it was basically, I don't know if you've ever seen him around, but I'm guessing this was his first mic. It was a guy at Austin's. And Austin's, I had the hoverboard out, and Cher brought out like 3 hula hoops that light up, and we're all fucking around. And it was like silly. There was like a plate of like hummus and chips. It was like after school.
Yeah.
And there was one guy there though who was just being so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, he had the voice of someone with a social disability. I keep saying social disability.
There's other ones, I think.
I mean, he just sounded like Elmer Fudd, and he was just like, well, he was just Elmer Fudd is like, what dude? No, I was just throwing, and he would like, he kept throwing the hula hoops at Cher, and I don't know if that was his weird version of like flirting or something, but he was just being a weirdo, which I was like here for. Yeah. It's like he's having fun with us. That's cool. And then Eric Lutz is there, a blind comedian, completely blind.
Yes.
And I look over, and he's trying to get Eric on the hoverboard. And he's grabbing Eric's hands and being like, he's like, all right, now get on. And I just see that, and immediately for someone shoots at me, we're like, what are you doing? Like, what?
You said that?
Yeah, well, I run over. I'm like, whoa, what are you? Don't fucking do that. And then it seemed like Eric was like here for it, and he like
if
wanted to
Eric's
do it.
down, dude.
Well, then I was like, all right, go ahead. And because I could picture Eric puts one of his feet on the board and then kind of hops up on the other end, and he can balance. Like I don't think it would be that hard and he's holding on to the other guy. So I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
And then this guy starts going, all right, now jump on. Like jump on, give like a big leap. Number one, Eric doesn't know where he's jumping.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not how you ride a hoverboard.
Yeah, just
at
step
all.
onto it.
Yeah, and I go, do you know how to ride it? And the guy's like, yeah, I know how to ride it. I'm like, so ride it. And then he tries to jump on it and almost busts his ass.
Oh my god!
But
dude.
he's still coming up with this lie. Well, because I'm like, no, put one foot on it and then the other.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? Which one is this model? As in, like, he still
God,
knows how to
dude.
ride it, but.
Oh.
And I didn't want to be mean to him, but I was kind of pissed off because I'm like, why are you trying to teach a blind? Like, if I didn't step in, Eric would have easily. It would have been a huge disaster. He like.
Yeah, it could have been if Eric like trusted this guy, you know.
Yeah, and even just if Eric jumped, it would have been the guy would have not been able to catch. He had no idea that he was doing it wrong.
Oh, Christ.
But it was just so awkward to try to see if he knew how to use it, and for him to be like. Acting like he knew how to do it already, but it's so obvious he didn't. Where he's like, "All right, this is how you do it to the left, and this is how you do it to the right."
Yeah, dude, he doesn't even know.
And I'm just like, dude, I don't care if like the last thing I said to him before I like put the board on waves because I was like, I don't deal with that shit. Is like, I was just like, I don't care if you want to like practice on it, but if you don't know how to ride it, why did you
show Eric?
Try to teach a blind person. It's like,
yeah.
I felt like a fucking narc at a certain point where I'm like yelling at him, but I'm like, dude.
Nah, dude, fuck that. Nah, I would have done the same shit. I would have been like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, you'd have to. It sounds like he's just a child, and you had to treat him like.
But
one
he
and
was
scold him.
he was like 35.
Yeah, he's got something going on.
Yeah, but then the thing, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it was just. I'm sure for him it was an embarrassing moment that probably.
You probably forget all about it, dude. You'll
know.
see a fucking.
But yeah, then
you'll
Tony
see a Funko Pop and then forget it ever happened, dude.
The train will go by.
Yeah. He'll just be holding a fucking Naruto statuette.
Well, yeah, Tony had a video of it, and then like got the video when I kind of like started giving him shit.
Yeah.
And then later, Tony's like, "Oh yeah, I got on a video. I got him teaching whatever." And it's like, "You fucking white knighting." I'm like.
That's not white knighting,
yeah, I'm like, thank God I was there, bro. Fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, dude, that's shitty of him.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's the thing about like, it's
mental
like I would love to live in a world where I could just completely live side by side with this guy as like a normal or.
No, you can't.
Well, I can to an extent, but it's the thing of like.
Get back under the covers.
It's hot, man. We're almost done.
Yeah, we're almost done. So finish strong here. All right, now you throwing my quarters around.
I'm sorry, man.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
I was thinking we could just go to bed right now and just end the podcast. All right, you ready? All right, good night. Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
You sleep?
Not yet. What's up?
Nothing.
Are you trying to fart right now?
No.
I thought that's how you're gonna.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, dude.
All right. Good. Yeah. Do the thing where it's like. Ooga booga. What? where it's like deep into the night and you just say some bullshit and then you start laughing
it's
again.
4 a.m.
Yeah. Just wait. Shh. Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
I remember that, dude. Those are good times.
Yeah, dude, I had some boss sleepovers.
That could be fun, dude. All right.
All right.
That's the end of the podcast.